Cross Stitch with me. I am Karen, the Stitching Owl, and I am half of a Y2K with Twitchy Stitcher Karen, your two Karens. It is already Flossmas number 7. That means we're 1 week into our Advent, and I am finding these days are flying by. We just need to have somebody invent a day with more than 24 hours, don't we? So today, for my thankful moment, I just want to say that I am incredibly thankful for teachers of every kind. Whether you are teaching in the school, where the pressure to teach anywhere up to 30 kids at the same time and help them get educated is incredibly difficult. Teaching or tutoring privately to help someone reach their potential, whether that's in a school subject or something like music with private piano lessons. And I'm also thankful for, yes, you guessed it, driver's education instructors who hop into cars with people that do not know how to drive yet and move around a very busy city. All of these teachers make it possible for our young people to go forward in life and reach their potential. And in my opinion, none of them are paid enough, regardless of what country you're in. So that is my moment of thankfulness today. Now, I just wanted to remind you that Y2K is exploring Merry Stitchmas for their Advent stitching in 2025, and that Karen D is doing an Advent calendar out of here, and I am hopping here and there throughout this book to create ornaments. Now, I was under the foolish idea that creating an ornament meant I'd have less stitching than Karen D, but it's coming up pretty much the same. So I'm going to show you section 6 on page 36, which is called Christmas Wishes. And I'll hold this up so you can see that Emma Congdon, who is the creator of all of the projects in here, was using typesetting to create very lovely, in this case, cards, but they can be ornaments with your basic greetings. So now let's see which one I did and did I get it fully finished. And the answer to that is I did 'Tis the Season, and yesterday at the Jingle Ball I was able to spend a couple of hours whilst chatting with some lovely people in the international room while I beaded. Now, I decided I wanted to do a new beading for you so that it wasn't just one of my typicals. And here we have the situation where I used the green from here. I couldn't quite match this pink. I should have thought of that ahead of time and matched the floss to the bead instead of the bead to the floss. What I did here is I anchored one pink bead, and then I fed through it, added 6 more beads, fed through it again, and did another anchor so that I made little circles throughout this particular pattern. And I got really, really lucky that when we got down to here, it matched up, because it was just like doing a border in cross stitch. You get partway around and you go, is this going to work? I got lucky on this one. So that was my Merry Stitchmas stitch, and it is added to my pile of ornaments. Now, in trying to continue my pattern of fully finishing past stitches, I returned to the Noel sampler of Satsuma Street, and I fully finished the star and the bell. Now, lest you think that these are the same as the other ones, previously I had the heart and I had the dove. So those are the 4 Satsuma Street, I'm just going to straighten this guy, ornaments that I have fully finished so far. And I am really finding it really fun to just pop these together. I, as you know, have a few more of these. So at least 2 more days of Satsuma Street to finish, but we'll see if that's what I do when it comes to day 9. So there we go with my FFOing of things. It's not really an under the bed box, but that seems to be what we all call it. Now, was I able to get any other stitching done? And the answer to that is yes. That I actually yesterday morning was able to pop together the last 200 stitches of my Christmas gnome. So this pattern you can find on Cross Stitch Patterns, spelt with 1 T, not 2, on Etsy. And it actually was a purchase where I got about 40 gnomes all in one. I am using Leigh floss, sometimes coats. It's a little bit of everything that have been gifted to me over the years. And so in some ways, I'm matching the intent of the original designer, but they're not identical colors. But I'll just hold that up. And I'm stitching this on a 20 count parchment Aida cloth or Aida cloth. So he was great fun. Now, one of the things that I find, I realized that a lot of people would say, you're not cutting down your fabric. For ornaments, I actually find it harder to manipulate a very small piece of fabric. So I will often do a whole series of them, like a row of 3 or 4, and then cut them off, and then do another 3 or 4 and cut them off. So I haven't yet cut my gnome off. Now, that wasn't the only extra stitching I got done yesterday. Now, the next one is not finished yet, but it's well on the way. So 2 days ago, you heard me talking about Steph at Wild Fox Stitchery having the hashtag Paws and Claws Sal, where we are trying to stitch festive animals. So I pulled out my files of Brook's books, Advent Animals, and I did Peter Polar Bear. And so he's right next to my gnome. And this is how far I have him. So he's most of the way there. And again, I'm using my own coloration. He will be holding a glass of root beer. Or, no, it's hot cocoa. Because it says I heart cocoa, it's going to be, cocoa. So I've done quite well. Now, the interesting thing here is when I was chatting earlier about stitch count, my Christmas gnome was 1,281 stitches. And here you see 914 stitches done of a total of 1,003. So I've got a little less than 100 to go to put in his hot chocolate and steam. And then this guy will be done and I'll be able to move on to something new. And I will also be able to FFO these particular ornaments when I feel that I want to cut them off this fabric. So that is all of my stitching. I did mention that I'm having a great time at the Jingle Ball. I've been in the international room, I've been in the Canadian room, I have been speed dating. So yes, all sorts of fun to be had. And I did visit briefly the store to see what the patterns were, and oh my goodness, they have provided us a lot of freebies, and there are a number of charts that are definitely saying, hi there, I would love to be stitched. So we'll see if I end up purchasing more of those. For my shout out today, I'm going to do Stitch with Lesli, Lesli. She has 3 videos and is about to start her first beading project, so you know I'm going to be watching how she does with that. She has a terrific chat about keeping the joy in your stitching that I think we would all benefit from watching. She loves new starts, not storts. She loves new starts and tiny modernist patterns, and she loves taking part in stitching games. So I'm going to have fun following her, and I have already pressed subscribe. I'm just going to gently remind you that Stitch 26 continues to collect names for the online stitching that we are doing on New Year's Day with myself and Alison of Mrs. AZ Family Zoo. We have a nice group collecting for both the morning and the afternoon. So I'm really pleased every time I get an email, and I do pass it on to Alison so that she can keep you apprised of what is going on in the preparation for that day. For my online stitching on Tuesday afternoons, those will be happening on December 9 and 23 at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. And now it's time to pick something out of my big bag of Advent gifts from my friends at Stitch North. And this time there's no paper to rustle, just one snap. And then I get to peek inside. And I've been really good. I haven't done any peeking. Oh, this is cute. So there's a wood disc with a floral cat on it. My daughter's probably going to want that one. And in here, the Ohio Tea Company. Ooh, I wonder if it's Lori from My Crazy Life that has put together this bag. I think I'm guessing correct. So this is a black tea. Oh, Leigh, you would like the black tea. It's called Christmas Morning. So I'm sure my husband will enjoy this one. Organic cinnamon pieces with the scent of apple cinnamon French toast as well. That's all the good things that we think of with Christmas, and I'm just going to make sure I haven't missed anything. Oh, heavenly days, I did miss something. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, the giver thought of everything and has provided a convenient little, I don't know what we call this, but I know you pop the tea in there to put it into your boiling water so that you aren't actually drinking these shards of tea. That is absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. I will let you know that I did put up a short video for Canada Swaps 4, and I encourage people who live in Canada to have a peek at that and then email me if you're interested in participating. Yesterday in Name That Tune, Away in the Manger was identified with much accuracy. I don't think anybody was amiss. Today, I have a compilation of a traditional, I'm gonna actually give you a couple of hints because one person actually said, I think I guessed what you were gonna play before you started to play the first note. So I'm gonna try and see if she can do it again. So the art music is a piece by Bach, and the Christmas music is an Advent melody. So please enjoy my presentation of music. And there you have it. We are now done with Flossmas number 7. It's hard to believe, but there we go. So I'm going to let you get on to other people's Flossmasing and say to you, I do hope that you got a few stitches in with fabric, floss, and stitch, so that when you made something beautiful, you made yourself happy. Bye-bye for now. Watch out for the Twitchy Stitcher tomorrow.